And welcome to another episode of The Wedding School. Today I have Sarah from Freckle Digital. She is actually my neighbour here at Prospect Studios and someone that I've got to know over the last 12 months, particularly for my business. So last week we wrote an article on LinkedIn about, where the heck are my inquiries going. In the past, I felt like I had a really solid, system going. I had the magazine placements, which now there's no magazines left, so that's kind of hopeless. Secondly, Instagram, I know that
there's whenever changes on that.
When I used to Instagram, I used to get 100 new followers every week.
Wow,
and every time I'd
Yeah.
post a real wedding that weekend, I'd get inquiries like come Sunday night, Monday.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Facebook as well. I mean, obviously Facebook has changed as well, and SEO. So at the beginning, I was like one of the only wedding planners that had an inner city location, so that helped me. And the suppliers also were linking me in as well. But I don't know what's happened now. So I just have, from the beginning of this year, I've really turned things upside down with the help of Sarah. And I've really seen a difference. So I wanted to chat to you about what is happening on this sort of platform.
And
what can people do to to increase their inquiries?
Yeah, it is difficult now. It's very crowded. It's almost getting more expensive. Everything is now pay to play, whereas previously, like you said, it was very organic. You got those immediate inquiries from posting, and now you post and nothing really happens. You don't even get as many likes, right?
I know, yeah.
So
you actually get less. I'm getting less followers. Can that even happen?
No, it's because I guess the landscape has changed, and the problem is like when we use these platforms, we put all our power into these platforms, and then they change their algorithms and their dynamics, and then we kind of like get left behind, right? So from my perspective, I found that it's still very much very search orientated, and then also social orientated, but it's very much come down to a pay to play kind of scenario where if you're not investing some advertising dollar in those previously organic platforms, and also your SEO and Google Ads, you're kind of falling behind now. I guess the main problem is that when it comes to paying on digital advertising, you need to make sure you're getting the most for your dollar. Because again, it's so crowded, you're competing against small to medium businesses, against people with hundreds of thousands of dollars on their advertising, and like all the clients I have just don't have that money. So I kind of take an approach of what is going to get you the most ROI for the lowest amount of investment. You put all your time and energy into there, and then you build on it from there, and then you explore other avenues. So it's kind of trying to get the balance right. You still have to do the organic stuff. There's no way around it, and that is the most time consuming activity. You really have to put yourself out there in front of your customers and really tell them a lot about your life, which can be very uncomfortable. I've noticed you've started that, and I love it at the moment.
It's very uncomfortable.
And I'm more engaged with your channel.
Oh, okay.
And I actually seek out and watch it now. So it's interesting how that's still a big part, but if you don't have that paid aspect, it's a little bit impossible to keep up these days. So.
And also, I think I've learned from you, it's consistency. So I can't just put out an ad for a month and then stop it and then expect, inquiries to start rolling in. You sort of have to always make a commitment to it. It has to be part of your marketing strategy, going forward.
Yes, you have to kind of harness your own audience, your own unique audience. That would be my biggest tip, because that's what no one else has, right? So that's your own Facebook followers, your Instagram followers. Those will go on your website or your inquiries. And it's about building that audience over time, which will then give you the best ROI. Which we'll go into more detail about at the workshop.
So we are joining forces with Sarah at our next workshop. It's really focusing on small businesses, creatives in particular. We're going to look at all aspects of the business, but one in particular that's so important is that social media / marketing avenue. So Sarah will be talking to us in more detail about that. So we're so excited to...
I'm excited to share some tips.
Wonderful. So thank you all for joining today, and I'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.